Hey guys, welcome to the vote video for the new Career Mode RTG series. The current one is still ongoing, there's still a handful of episodes left of it, but because of my commitments outside of YouTube I need to get this vote done so I can start on the new series in time so that I can, keep up with the uploads etc. whilst I'm out of the country. So, as such, today I'll be outlining the 4 teams available to you to vote on. I'll give you a little bit of a background on each club and a little bit of my own thoughts, etc. Do stick with the video and listen till the end before making your vote. Of course, information about each and every club could sway your opinion or help you decide which way you might vote. So we're going to go through. There are 2 clubs in Germany and there are 2 clubs in Spain. The current RTG is in England, so I don't want to do another Road to Glory in England, and we currently have the Napoli series in Italy, so I don't really want to replicate another Italian series whilst we have another one ongoing. Therefore, Germany and Spain are the 2 other larger leagues in Europe, and the 2 more popular leagues. Obviously, you have to take into account popularity of a certain league when it comes to a YouTube series, because it has to help the channel grow, etc. still too, so that's why they're in Germany and Spain, and I haven't done a German or Spanish series so far this season. Have I? No, I've not, have I? I've not done a German or Spanish series so far this season. So, as such, that's where the 2 sides from each country are from. Moving forward, let's have a look at 2 of the teams from Germany. I am going to use the 60% increase and the global transfer network Scout Star. Well, not Scout Star, he's kind of like a top quality 5-star scout, so he's the star, not necessarily the player that he would recommend, but because he's got 5 stars he would probably recommend a future star level player anyway. We'll start in Germany. Like I say, 2 sides from each league in the Bundesliga 2 and in the Segunda Liga in Spain. We'll start with Germany. 1860 Munich are kind of the popular go-to, but I'm not going to do them. I think Chani's already done a series on 1860 Munich, so we're going to steer away from them. I'm going to give you one of the larger sides in the league and then one of the smaller sides in the league. We'll start with Stuttgart. They have actually just won the Bundesliga or Bundesliga 2 in Germany to get promoted back into the main Bundesliga. They're obviously one of the larger sides in Germany and actually won the Bundesliga as recent as 10 years ago. They do have a stadium that has a massive capacity of like 60,000, so they're a big club. And obviously, I'm sure the majority of you are aware of Stuttgart. You can see the date that they were established on your screen, 1893. They got relegated into the Bundesliga 2 seasons ago. Obviously, subsequently got themselves promoted last season. Domestic success, as it will have been in real life, the season just gone, is critical here at Stuttgart. Do have one of the bigger budgets, if not the biggest budget in the league. But as you can see at the bottom, youth development is a high priority. And with it being a Road to Glory style series, we will be prioritising youth talent rather than prioritising players coming from elsewhere. Because there are only 2 leagues, then, if we are overly successful too quickly, then that kind of defeats the objects of a Road to Glory, doesn't it? The whole idea of a Road to Glory is to build a side from scratch with players coming through the youth system over a number of seasons to then try and achieve as much as possible, which will be the plan. So Stuttgart are the first team on offer in Germany, of course. They've won the Bundesliga. I've got the wiki page for each team open in front of me. They won the Bundesliga 5 times, most recently in 2007. They've won the DFB Pokal in 3 times, last time in 1997. So they've got equivalent 3 FA Cups and 5 Premier Leagues, basically. So, they're a successful team. They have a solid history in German football, and a number of top players have gone through the ranks at Stuttgart. So they are one of the larger teams. Well, I'd go as far as to say they're the largest team that were in the Bundesliga 2 last year. And obviously, they have the chance to replicate their previous successes next season in the Bundesliga in real life. And we'd like the chance to promote them again in-game rather than, or just try and replicate what they've done in real life, perhaps. The other option in Germany is actually one of the smallest sides in the league. It says established, top right, it says established 2007. The original Heidenheim team, as you can see, 1846, that's when the original side was established, which makes them one of the oldest teams in Germany. But there was a split, and there was a split of a couple of teams, and or they split into a couple of teams, and the most recent of which was this FC Heidenheim established in 2007. So the Bundesliga's VAR is currently the highest level that this specific side has gotten to so far. Tiny, tiny budget, as you can see, 1.7 million. The only real success they want is financial, so probably just stability financially rather than anything else. A little bit of domestic success initially in season number 1, but obviously as you progress through, then that will increase. So they're currently one of the smallest sides in the Bundesliga's VAR. They have a ground with a capacity of 15,000, and obviously having a bigger history prior to this current club's I don't know, birth, perhaps, is the right phrase. We are going to take this, or potentially, if you vote for them, going to take this smaller side in Germany up to maybe the higher ranks of German football. So your two options in Germany are Stuttgart or Heidenheim. Bear in mind, it will be only one of the 4 that get through, and one of the 4 that's going to win. I'm not going to do what I did last time, where I had like 2 options from each country and then narrowed it down and then did another vote. The plan is to just have these 4 teams, and you vote for whichever one you want, and then whichever team wins outright in this one single vote. Moving on from Germany, we come to Spain. I haven't done a series in Spain yet either. Eventually, there we go, in the Segunda Liga. Now, the go-to, the obvious in the Segunda Liga is, of course, when we get there, Real Oviedo. They're the side that is owned by the fans, etc. And obviously, Spencer FC has a big connection with Real Oviedo. They've had a few high-profile players come through their ranks over the years, and they did spend quite a few years actually. Well, they spent the entirety of the 90s in La Liga, in the highest division, but then they got relegated. They got relegated again, and throughout the noughties, shall we say, the mid 2000s, they were in the 3rd division, then the 2nd B division, then the 3rd division again, then the 2nd B. Then got up into the Segunda Liga and finished 9th in the Segunda Liga in 2015-16. The 2016-17 season is actually still ongoing. There are still 2 games to play in that season. However, Oviedo are currently sat about 8th, so they're not going to get the chance to get into the playoffs. So they're, again, tiny budget of 1.3 million, but as is the case with the other 2, going to concentrate on youth development with all of these sides. So to kind of try and replicate a proper Road to Glory style series rather than just go out and buy players immediately straight off the bat. But we will need at least a decent budget, which is why I'm using the 60% boost to afford the decent scouts to bring in the decent players, if you know what I mean. So Real Oviedo are the first option in Spain. The other one is Rayo Vallecano. They're based in Madrid, so they're the 3rd biggest side in the capital. You've got Real, Atletico, and then Rayo Vallecano. In fact, I might be mistaken. Are Getafe based in Madrid as well? Or are they in Barcelona? I think... no, they are in Madrid. So they're at Vallecano are actually the 4th biggest side in Madrid. So that just twigged in my brain as I was explaining it. So Rayo Vallecano, the challenge there would be to make them the best team in the capital of Spain, which would be a massive feat. To take Rayo Vallecano above Getafe, hopefully it wouldn't take more than a season or 2, but above Atleti and then Real, that's a real road to glory, to take Rayo Vallecano from the very bottom to the very top of Spanish football. Obviously, again, a few notable players to come through their ranks. Not necessarily through their ranks, but Michu played for them, then went to Swansea, had a banging season in the Premier League and then tailed off. Diego Costa spent a season on loan there and scored like 10 goals in 16 La Liga games when Vallecano were up in La Liga recently. They did spend 5 seasons in La Liga, but obviously got relegated last season. They finished 2nd and have actually gotten themselves promoted up again, I think, into... or no, there's still 2 games to play, isn't there? But... they are currently in 2nd position, I believe, in the Segunda Division. I will quickly check for you. I did look at the table, and I've completely forgotten already. Wasn't 2nd, it was 12th. I knew there was a 2 in there somewhere. Vallecano are currently 12th in the Segunda Division, without the chance, of course, to get to the playoffs. Similarly with Oviedo. Oviedo are 8th. I did remember that one correctly, at least. Domestic success, very important here at Vallecano. About twice the budget of Oviedo, but obviously 3.4 million is still practically nothing. So it's completely up to you. I'm not going to mention what my preference is because I don't want to sway the vote at all. So your options are, again to recap, Stuttgart, Heidenheim, Real Oviedo or Rayo Vallecano. They're your 4 options. Let me know in the comment section or on Twitter which way you voted. My Twitter link will be in the description down below. and go ahead and vote in the straw poll in the description. This vote will run for probably 48 to 72 hours, unless there's like a runaway winner, in which case then I'll just start recording for the series. But, well, I need to finish recording the other RTG first. But that's the plan, at least, because I fly on Thursday. I punched my keyboard. I fly on Thursday, but I'm having to stop down in Heathrow, a hotel, on Wednesday night. So I don't have much time at all to try and get stuff recorded. So please vote quickly and let me know your thoughts in the comment section of this video and on Twitter, etc. And I'll try and get back to you if I have the opportunity to. And fingers crossed, it will be a very successful second Road to Glory series. Drop the video a like if you're looking forward to it. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any episodes of it, or of course on any episodes of the final season in the current RTG series with Cambridge United, or of course the Napoli series as well, which is ongoing still. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Not sure whether this will go live Saturday or Sunday. You'll know by the time you're seeing it, because obviously you're watching it. But as I record this, I'm not sure. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.